Hello guys, this is Mira Serwan. For all that doesn't know me, I am a real estate agent that works for Lifetime Realty and Investment. From the beginning of the year, I was thinking of doing some videos that will talk about buying and selling process. You see, a lot of my friends and family always approach me with questions regarding selling or buying or the market, and I thought it would be like really nice if I just do some videos that will make them understand selling or buying more and make it a little bit less scary for them. So today I'm gonna be talking about questions, like some of the questions I'm getting, and then afterwards I'm gonna make this a weekly thing. I'm gonna talk week after week about the process of I'm gonna begin with buying first, like step by step buying process, and then step by step selling process. I'm gonna talk about the market, I'm gonna give you tips, and I'll try to make this fun as much as I can. So for now, one of the questions that are most asked to me is like, Mira, do you think we can buy in the US without being citizen yet? And the question is, yes, you can buy a house regardless your status. So you can buy a house and there's like you really can just buy a house. It depends on the way that you're gonna buy it with the money. So if you're gonna get a loan officer is more likely the one that is gonna answer you if you do qualify to get a loan. If you do qualify to get a loan, you can buy a house. If you have cash and buying a house with a cash, I can tell you that you can buy any house you want with the cash you have, regardless of your status. I've done that. So it's really no worries at all. The second question that I usually get asked is, do you think it's better to buy a house from the seller or buy a house from the bank? Or they have the question as like, Mira, how can we get the sketches of the houses? We need like a very good price of a house, and we know that we can have them if we buy them from the banks and not from the owners. So this is completely different stuff. Buying a house from the bank is usually done through the auction. I'm gonna try to make a whole video about the auction. I maybe even take you there, just because it's really scary thought of going there. So I was thinking of maybe I'm gonna just take you there one day and show you like the real process of how you buy a house from the auction. So if you want to buy it from the bank, you need to have it almost 98% of the times you need to have it as a cash. And you just go to the auction. A lot of studying should be done before, because this is like a really risky thing to do. And then you can just bid and win the house from the auction in a really good price. So back to the question that is it better to buy from the owner or from the bank? So when you buy from the owner, it's a regular. It means that you're looking for houses and you like a house and the house is owned by an owner. And then, you know, the process of buying that I'm gonna go and discuss step by step in the second video. So it's just buying from the owner and negotiating the price. Now, when you say I want to buy it from the bank, as I said, that the only way that you can buy from the bank is buying it after the bank foreclosed the house, and that means that the owner couldn't pay anymore his mortgage, and the bank decided to foreclose it and take it because of the lack of payments, and this way the bank will just put it in the auction. Now there's something called short sale, and this is a step before foreclosure, and means that the banks agree with the homeowner that they need to sell the house, but the bank in here needs to agree on the price, and it's not just the homeowner that will say, it's not just the final decision of the homeowner. So it's really the decision is the bank's decision, although the homeowner still lives in the house and technically still on it. And now the other questions I have is, when is the best time to buy a house? In my opinion, the best time to buy a house is when you want to. It's like when you want to, when you can afford to buy a house, just go for it, because you are wasting your money in rent anyway. When you can buy a house and you feel that you're capable and you're really willing to hold a responsibility of being a homeowner, I will just tell you, get the education that you need to be prepared and go buy a house. Another question I get a lot is from people that are new to selling or buying is, do we need to pay anything for our agent and their buyers? Or if we committed to an agent to show us some houses, do we need to pay him anything? And I will tell you that in the state of America, in the state of California, seller pays the realtor, the broker and the agent. So the seller is the one responsible about the payment. Buyers are responsible only about their shares of payments, and this doesn't include any commission to the agent or to the broker. Another question I have is, well, it's the main question that all people have is, how is the market doing? Or is the market going to drop or crash? And I've been in this business for a long time, and this stock has been going for a long time. But as I can see the market, it's really not indicating any drops for now. The market last year was pretty good. It even had an increase in prices. The market this year indicates that it's going to be a really good year. A lot of houses came to the market. A lot of houses are getting sold, depending on the area. Some of the areas have more than one offer for the house, for the same house. Some of the areas are have like less. So prefer, they are not preferable as much as the other places. But I can tell you, depending on if you're selling or buying, the market now is pretty good. It's good for both sides. It's like a nutrient market. This is my opinion, by the way. Anyway, so I'm not gonna get too long for today. Today is just to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm gonna do. just watch me for the next video. It's gonna be talking about buying step by step. And I think it's gonna be like really useful for everybody that is looking to buy a house. I'm gonna give you a lot of tips, and I'm gonna tell you a lot of little, ideas that you can use. And basically, I'm gonna do that from the office so you don't get annoyed with the birds' sounds. I'm sorry for that, but he just talks a lot. And well, that is all. And see you next video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Thank you.